This is a really exciting moment for us on Studio 10. We are about to introduce you to Terry Carnation. He is the host of a late-night hit AM radio call-in show, Dark Air. He's a man with a silken voice and luxurious hair. He joins us now on Studio 10. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pope of the Paranormal, Terry Carnation. Welcome to Studio 10.
I really prefer the Sultan of the Supernatural. Thank you, Joe.
We will call you by whatever you want to go by. The Sultan of the Supernatural. You are making a triumphant return to the airwaves with Dark Air with Terry Carnation. It's an Audio Boom original podcast. Tell our viewers all about it.
Well, Dark Air is the name of my radio show, which I've hosted for over 30 years. I have been off the air for the past 3 due to some personal mental health struggles and some personal tragedy. But now I'm making my triumphant return to the airwaves, and this podcast, as the kids call it these days, is documenting my return to Dark Air, and we shall be receiving paranormal calls from all over the world, Joe.
Wow. Well, Terry, before we go forward, you mentioned your mental health struggles. We here at Studio 10 do want to offer our condolences on the recent loss of your wife. We are very sorry to hear about that.
Thank you. And when I say that I lost my wife, I literally lost her. Like, we were in Tijuana, and it's not laid out like a grid. It's a difficult city to navigate. So she may turn up.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to hear about that, and hopefully she will turn up soon. So you mentioned exploring.
Maybe she's in Mobile right now. Maybe she's watching this broadcast. Who knows?
We have a crew of reporters out looking for her as we speak, and if we have an update for you, we'll let you know.
Thank you, Joe.
So let's talk a little bit about the topics on the show. What sort of things do you cover on Dark Air?
Oh, what don't we cover? Anything mysterious, anything unexplained. I mean, alien visitations, encounters of a spectral nature, cryptids such as Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, and one of the themes that we cover is right there in Mobile. I don't know how to pronounce it. Alabama. The Crichton leprechaun is a mysterious creature that's been sighted many times.
Yeah.
In Mobile, Alabama, and its roots deserve to be uncovered. There is a mystery there that needs to be solved. Have you yourself ever seen the Crichton leprechaun?
I have not seen it. You know, several people have seen it. It has never been trapped or captured in any way, shape, or form that we know of, only reported on. So we don't know whether it's actually true or not. This is the type of stuff that you look into, Terry.
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. Anything mysterious, anything unexplained, and as well, Dark Air digs into, starts to unpeel the onion, which is Terry Carnation.
Well, you mentioned mysterious. Before we go any further, you do mysteriously bear a striking resemblance to a beet farmer who is a regional manager of a paper company, Dunder Mifflin. Has anyone ever told you that before?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know any farmers, I'm afraid. I'm in the AM radio game. Perhaps I should retire to a farm, although I wouldn't grow beets. I would grow. What do you grow in Mobile, Alabama?
We have many different crops in Mobile, Alabama. We have cotton fields, we have corn, we have watermelon festivals right nearby. Have you ever been to a watermelon festival?
I have never been to a watermelon festival.
Yeah.
Is that where they grow a watermelon so large that you can sit inside of it? I would like to do that.
I haven't heard of that, but again, another thing mysteriously that you have uncovered, which we'll look into and try to track down for you. Do you have any other people who join you on the podcast? Any co-hosts, guests, callers? How does that all work?
Oh, we have some wonderful personalities, comedic and otherwise, from such incredible talent from all over the world, and some magnificent callers calling in about their love affairs with ghosts or their disturbing probings from aliens. We have a jolly good time.
This is a family show, Terry. We don't want to discuss that element of it. Can you tell us how we can listen into this podcast, Terry? Because I'm very curious, and I did have another question too. Why are you so fascinated with all of this? Did something happen to you in your past?
Joe, thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
I was in fact raised by a ghost. My mother was spectral. So I'm sorry, you find that funny?
No. Something else happened offset. I was laughing.
Okay, yes. All right, fair enough. But yes. I was raised. My mother was a ghost. Now, everyone in the neighborhood told me that I was just imagining things because she had left me and my father when I was 3 years old. But she was there every day making oatmeal for me. She had a difficult time grabbing the bowl because of her spectral hands. But we had a beautiful relationship, and that's why I'm interested in the paranormal. So you asked how you can find dark air. Well, yes. Joe, you just take a glass and you put it against a tree and you just listen. I'm kidding, of course. Yes. You download it like all other podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you'd like to download your free hysterical podcasts, and it's called Dark Air with Terry Carnation. That's me.
And when can we start listening to this, Terry?
April 1st, but I assure you, this is no April Fool's prank or joke.
All right. A man who was raised on oatmeal, Terry Carnation. You can listen to his podcast. Thank you so much for spending some time and sharing your personal stories, Terry. It sounds like you've been through a lot.
If you find the Crichton leprechaun or have any sightings, please, you know who to call.
We will give you an update as soon as we hear anything at all. Terry Carnation, thank you for joining us on Studio 10.